I think growing up in Adin was one of the best places that I could have ever grown up. We were always about 10 years behind, but I feel like it gave me a sense of value, a sense of work ethic growing up on the ranch. With you as my example, I feel like I see a lot of people who maybe grew up with hunting, but then hunting's a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and they don't bring it on to their next generation. I've seen that, and it's sad because I'd love to see these kids grow up understanding where their food came from. Early this year, I decided that I wanted to hunt antelope in California. It's been 10 years that I've been putting in for a tag, and I have not had the opportunity yet to draw a tag. It takes about 18 years to draw one in California. I talked to my dad, and I was able to buy a landowner tag from a local rancher and go and hunt antelope this year. My dad and I decided that this would be an awesome opportunity for us to hunt together, and also for me to get back into hunting after taking a small sabbatical from having my first child. Our hands are actually cold.
Everything that's inside the black is the PLM boundary. So that's where we'll be hunting right now. We're up here off the map at the headquarters. This is be the road that we're gonna be coming in on. About 5 to 6 miles wide, 22 miles long. So we have plenty of hunting area. No one else has a antelope tag, so we shouldn't see anybody else.
On our hunt, my dad and I decided that we would invite our good friend Brian Kanabi. Brian is like a son to my dad and a brother to me, and we get together every single time I come back home. Okay, well, let's go and see
if we can find something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice looking buck.
Yeah. It says 5:30.
There they go. He's the very last one. Yep.
So unfortunately right there, that's the only road to go up in that canyon. We have to go past that second hill, and there's a road to shoot up there. But like I said, there's a big thicket of trees, and they're not going to come through there.
Yeah.
So they'll stop.
They will stop, either go straight east or come west towards us. Is their only option.
So I think that's what I want to do.
So you want to hike over, and you want to hike down?
Top?
Yeah, see if we can get up on top and look down and see.
Okay.
Okay.
Get a better view. Okay.
Okay.
We spotted a buck and 3 does this morning, and we actually came up and around. They took off from us, and so Brian knew that there was like a bull over the top of this little hill. It was kind of a big hill, so we took a morning hike. We're up top, so now we're going to start glassing down and seeing if we can get a bead on him again. See if we can find him. He looked like a pretty decent buck, but he was on the move, so I didn't get a good look at him. See what we can find. So we checked that valley. They obviously moved on. We've seen some fresh sign of the antelope, and so we're just rushing through the junipers here. And on the other side, Brian knows this valley really well because he hunts out here, and he said there's a valley. It's about 3 miles wide. So we're gonna try and get through the trees because the antelope like to stay in the open area, and so that's where more than likely we'll find them. We already hiked up this morning, so we might as well just keep going. So it looks like they might have come through here. This looks like a fresh track. We're on top of the
this shelf now, and then this is the valley that's down below. But you can see it's super smoky, so it makes visibility a little bit harder. All of these raging California wildfires.
Oh, I see the butts. How far is that? 800. See what? Wait them out for a little bit, see if they hold.
Yeah, it says 585.
That's not bad. No.
I think if we don't spook them, and we can get over to like these trees and get laid down and like see how far that shot is. We'll see. I'm gonna hold high. I'm 0 at 200. But I'm gonna wait for a broadside shot. I held high. Yeah. Clean miss.
Right.
I'm 0 at 200.
They're running across.
Yeah,
over
they're
here.
running.
Well, let's watch them.
Yeah.
Because that road, obviously, you see the road we're going to drive on. Yeah.
They might stop, but they're pretty far now. Nope.
That's too far.
Nope, too far.
So right here, this is facing north behind us. We just came into this gate right here.
Okay.
So that's where we are. There's that little blue speck. That's Muskrat Pond.
So we still have a ton of areas.
Oh, yeah. And we just now got here.
Right.
So,
That's awesome.
cool.
We decided to go to another part of the ranch. With so many acres to hunt on, we know that there will be a lot of opportunity in other areas to find an antelope buck.
So we've been after those antelope for about 4 hours now. We had a really good hike this morning. We started out at 31 degrees and it was a little chilly, I'll be honest. One of the cool parts about our layering system is I'm comfortable, and we're probably about 80 degrees right now. So I had on my long sleeve, my quarter zip, I had on my Artemis vest, I had on my Kalima jacket with Primaloft insulation. Just slowly as we were hiking and as the mornings progressed and gotten warmer, I've just been able to peel it off layer by layer. So it's a really nice part about the Girls with Guns system and the layering system, because that's why I really like it. I always get hot, and now it is really warm. That's California for you. We've been out here all day. We went back to grab some food, came back through and saw a buck by himself in the same exact spot that we saw him this morning. It was about 5 o'clock, and we've been up here in this spot since 5:30 because we figured if he did the same thing that they did this morning after hiking for 3 hours, we knew which way they had gone. So we came in, got a really good setup here, and I've just been laying prone for an hour. So I finally just sat up for a second, and we're not sure if we missed him because they're pretty fast, or if he just didn't cross the fences up there and kind of got held up or started grazing. We're not really sure. So we're going to sit here for a little bit longer, see what we can see, and maybe they'll come out tonight. So it's our second morning out here, and we were heading out to a new area, and we spotted that single buck by himself on the back side of this ridge. So this is where we set up yesterday for an hour. I laid prone, thinking he was going to come up on that trail. Well, he must have passed by later because we never saw him. And this morning he was on the back side over here. He's bedded down up top. See if we can glass him up and maybe just get set up for when he gets up. So, see if we can do this. Well, it's our 4th time out, and we have been on a buck 4 different times and just haven't had any luck. So I'm hoping that tonight's our night, and we've got a little bit of breeze going tonight. We got out here a little bit earlier, and we're hoping that we can find one. We know where the bucks have been coming through here in the front of the property, and we've been patterning them throughout the week, but we just have to have a little bit more luck. So hopefully that's tonight.
Sagebrush just left of that building.
I'm on him and I'm recording.
Oh, got him.
Finally. Oh my gosh.
You gonna hold him up?
Wow, he's gorgeous. Look at him. He's huge. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much.
You can get it.
This is an awesome, awesome buck. Brian, great spotting.
Yeah.
Pretty much the whole time, I think.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Honestly, we had so much different opportunities, but I think this is probably the biggest buck.
Yeah.
Out of the 3 that we saw.
Right. Yeah.
He's gorgeous. I am so thankful, you guys. Thank you so much for coming out here and spending the last couple of days with me.
Good shooting, Jim.
Yeah.
Finally.
Brought her down. First weekend.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So this evening was really amazing. It was really smoky, smokier than usual. We didn't think that we were gonna even be able to see anything, and we came up over this ledge, and all of a sudden this buck was just there. He's a beautiful, mature buck. I think that because Olivia came this evening, it was all her. She's my lucky charm. She's been with me on a couple of my hunts, and I'm just really excited to be able to share this with her and getting her in the outdoors too. One of the most important parts about the hunt is processing your meat. Fresh, organic, field to plate is a really big deal to me. It's the way I grew up. It's the way that my dad raised me. And so I'm always trying to really just instill that value, whether I'm working with kids at the Kids Outdoor Sports Camp or new hunters, just knowing where your meat comes from and that you've actually harvested it. It is just a really cool feeling. So we're going to cape out my buck, pull up some back straps, and probably get him on the barbecue here this next week.
So since we had a successful hunt, how do you feel about getting back into hunting, being a mother?
I'm loving it. I think it's, you know, taking that time off was definitely what I needed. And I haven't shot a lot in the last 2 years. And I literally went from shooting and hunting every month to 2 years of, I think we had just our hunt last year. So it was really nice to get back into that, and got my legs under me, and I had all of your guys' support. That's what hunting's about too, is a journey. It's not just about getting out there and hunting an animal. We had everybody last night. We were all in the trucks, caravanning and hunting and looking, and I thought that was actually our funnest night.
Yep. Yeah. And we didn't have to eat any dust.
No, I know. We ate so much dust.